Saturday, March 13th. Today we will be doing a very easy how to buy crypto. So let me just share this out on Twitter and Facebook. I have a bunch of friends that were really excited when I was talking to them about Ripple and my thoughts on that. In fact, I have to pull up all of those articles as well, so I will get to that. Actually, we can Google it together, and then you guys can find it as well on your end. Okay. So there we go. All right. We are all set up. So I'm going to bring it back over. So thank you all for joining me. Oh my goodness, I totally should have put up a crypto background instead of my stock one. It's all good. It's all numbers. It's all candlesticks. There we go. Let's get rid of that background there. So let's get into it a little bit. Let me just change the screen over here. So I know that I have been posting a lot. Actually, let me pull up those articles really quickly while here we go. That one. Duplicate that. Go back. Move back. All right. So we're going to start first off. We'll just start with setting up your exchange, your everything like that, and why it's really important to have a hard wallet, one like this. This is the Nano S Ledger. You see that it says Ledger right there. This is still on the exchange, but much more secure than in, say, Kraken just by itself, because you end up having a PIN and PIN that can be anywhere from 4 to 8 digits, and then a 24-word key. So let's start off first with, hey, I want to buy crypto. How do I do it, right? First of all, you need to find an exchange for your country, right? So the big one that I've been looking at is XRP. There was a hard time. It's been hard for Americans because they did put a halt on XRP. And in the US, they say uphold and bittrue are going to be the ones that you have ability now to buy Bitcoin. Excuse me, Ripple. Pretty much everywhere you can buy Bitcoin, it's pretty much a dime a dozen. However, I even have a friend that bought it with Wealthsimple in Canada, and they won't let you transfer it out as Bitcoin or Ethereum. You have to convert it back to US dollars or Canadian dollars, excuse me, and then move it out. So that's kind of interesting. That's a little bit different than actually being able to exchange it through a crypto exchange or transfer it out. So for the US, the two that I would check out would be Uphold and bittrue. I have not gone through them. This you can read. The tweet was done. My question was done this morning at 8:48, March 13th. Oh my goodness, I forgot to lock my door. You're not allowed in, love. Please leave. And so I have a little 4-year-old here that wants to apparently learn about crypto as well. And so in Canada, right, we have Kraken. This is the number one that I use myself for opening up my account in Canada for transferring money to and from. So really easy. You just go create account. Right? I already have one open, but I'll walk you guys through the process. So you put your email, your name, it already has my password, Canada, state, province. If you can see, all right, so they have all of the different countries. Depending on what country you're in, they might have different limitations. You can change your language as well right here. Let me very quickly, I'm going to put the link in the description down below, and I'm going to jump up and I think actually, did I put it in there, love? No, I didn't. Okay, 2 seconds, guys. We'll put the link right there for you. So, how to set up your account, it's going to be right there. And that's one thing about Macs, I do not like hitting. All right, there we go. So now I've got the link for Kraken right there for Canadians if you want to click on it. Set next to how to set up your account. So you want to go to a crypto exchange, create your account. Then once you have created it, you're going to have to verify it. What does that mean? Let's duplicate this page really quickly. And there's going to be different levels that you can, so there's the different security, fee structure, funding options. You're going to be able to have certain limits based on the steps of verification that you have gone through with Kraken. So if you go in and you do not do any sort of verification, it's going to be longer to access your funds, longer to take it out. The more secure that you make it, the more that you are able to put in at one time. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to lock the door so I don't have any kids coming in. All right, right back. And check out my new sweatshirt, Carpe Profit, the act of locking profits. Very excited. On my website at cjanetrade.com. Love it. Okay, so we are into setting up your account, right? You have to verify it. And then the next step is depositing money. So you can fund it. Let's go into my account. I'm actually going to sign in. And don't worry, I'm not going to show you my passcode. You can see that it's very secure, right? I have an authenticator on my phone that I set up, and it will change this little two-factor authentication. Right, so I'm not worried that you guys see this because it's going to change in about 30 seconds. It has a timer that automatically changes. All right, so once you log in, we have the account, right? And you're able to go to, oh, why didn't it go to my account? Very interesting. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. Sign in. Should take me right to my account. There we go. Jane, that's me. Now, you see, I don't have much in here because most of it is right here. Because I just put some money in to do a demo for you guys today. Most of it is on my ledger. So I'm not worried to see, for you guys to see this, that it's right now smaller amounts. I've got what? My value here is $79 of Canadian dollars. They took out a lot. No, $98. Value of USD, excuse me, is $79.14. I have 170 of Ripple coins here, which is moving up at 46 cents today. It was 43 cents yesterday. I have some Dogecoin, 1,000 coins, roughly $58. A little bit of Ethereum, sort of the remainder of what I had left from doing other transactions. So I did have money in Bittrex. They went from Bittrex Global to Bittrex International, or the other way around. I thought that I lost my crypto. Then I had to reinitiate my account. Lo and behold, all of my crypto from 2017 was there. And I thought, you know what? I'm taking profit on my Ethereum and I'm rolling it into Ripple. And then I'm going to move forward. So I'm going to save the reason why I am personally investing in Ripple till the end, and just do the demo right now. All right, so you've set up your account, you have verified it, meaning you have set in your identification, whatever they ask for, go through. It's pretty fast to get the verification process done. And then when we go to funding, you have a couple different ways. So we click right on the funding at the top. You can see the total balance right there. It has the breakdown. Hey, I have my Canadian dollars right here. They have Australian dollars, Euro dollars, pound, not sure what this one is, US dollars, and yen. So those are probably all the different countries you can trade in. Is there any promotion for signing up? Sam, you know what? I don't have any sort of promotion for signing up. And they don't give you any sort of benefit of fees or anything. But the way that I look at crypto is I'm looking at this personally as a diversification of my retirement money for the future for myself and the legacy for my girls. So I view this as, I'm not looking to make an instant profit. On the weekends in general, Bitcoin does tend to move up. The cryptos tend to move up because the stock market is closed. From Friday at 5 p.m., the futures markets close, and they open again at 6 p.m. on Sunday. The stock market trading in the U.S. closes at 8 p.m. and then opens again Monday morning at 4 a.m. for trading. So traders are passionate people. They love to trade, and typically on Friday night could be a good time to get in and then get out on Saturday just before the futures, because people are pouring into it. They want to watch, and they're, oh my goodness, it's breaking out, it's breaking out. In fact, you see most of the breakouts happen on the weekends, which is kind of cool. All right, so you've set up your account, you've verified it, now you need to fund it. I'm going through Canadian because I'm in Canada and I have a lot of Canadian friends that said, Jane, I want to get into it. How do I do it? Yeah, Dave, we'll look at the commissions as well for sure. That would be up under, I believe, under pricing. Good morning, Jane. What is the brand of the ledger stick? You know what? I will put that down below, Charbel, and let me put it in the, I'm going to go back this way. Sorry, guys. I'm doing multiple things at once. So I will make it so that I can make any adjustments while we're talking. All right, so buy and sell. You can adjust the price as well. Let's see where fees are. Let's go here, fees. Overview of fees on Kraken, right there. So it's a fairly friendly user base. Cryptocurrency deposit fees, mostly free. There are a few exceptions. Withdrawal fees. So most of them, you have a fee as far as when you are withdrawing it. The trading fees are charged when your order is executed and matched with another client's order. So in other words, they're not going to make it higher. And you can also trade on margin here with Ethereum as your base, right? So here's an example. If you want to purchase 2 Bitcoins at $5,000, your trading volume is currently at 125. Their order is executed, and it's a taker fee of 0.22%. All right, so that is the cost. Let's see, example for Ethereum. Ethereum will be charged the maker a fee of 0.16 or the taker a fee of 0.26, right? So whether you are making it or taking it is going to be where the fee is coming in. Let's go down. So those are the 2 examples that they have right there. And you can look fairly easily. Just go to support, type in your questions, and they will answer it for you as far as the fees. All right, store on a hard wallet. The one that I have is the Nano S wallet. Nano S, sorry, ledger. Correction. There we go. All right, so that's down below in the comment section. And the box looks just like this. It's kind of small. And it's very easy to use. Yeah, my pleasure, Dave. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. Okay, so we've gotten to the process of funding your account. When we go to the funding, right, if we go to deposit, I did this morning, that's why there's a little bit that's in there, just to show you guys the actual process. So you have different methods. Ethana custody, no idea, but you can probably find it out under the support. In-person payments, that's what I did personally. Credit Union, Atlantic, that's our wires, and then Swift. Hey, Swift is the old antiquated wire system as well that Ripple is trying to solve a solution for in the transfer of seconds. Instead of having to give the information to your bank, then it goes through a central bank, then it goes to the international desk, then it goes back. I mean, it's just a headache. It can be a 24 to 48 hours for wires sometimes. All right, so you want to do an in-person payment. That's what I did today. It's very fast, very easy. Now, something to know about when you do the in-person payments. Hey, if anyone wants to send me some money in crypto for helping you out, a little thank you, Jane, you can take a picture of this. That would be my QR code. right? You can't take any money out, but you could send me some. I'd be very appreciative. So the deposit method, you generate the QR code. It would say sign up here, and then it generates it. Now, you notice the minimum that you can send Canadian is $20, and the maximum Canadian is $500. It is not $500 total a day. You can go over here, right? So when you set it up, you go to in-person payments, you take a photo or screenshot of the QR code, and then the funds are in your account within 30 to 60 minutes. So mine, I did today. I went there, I did the transaction at 9:19 in the morning, and by 9:35, the money was in the account, ready to go, ready to trade. What you have to remember is that you have a temporary 72-hour withdrawal. So you can trade, good morning, Walter, you can trade immediately with it. However, you cannot take it out of the Kraken and put it on, for example, your ledger for 24 hours from the time that the fiat deposit is made. Jane, what on earth is a fiat deposit? Okay, so US dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, euro, those are considered fiat currencies. Obviously, this is a crypto exchange, so those are considered cryptocurrencies. All right, so you set it up, you deposit it, you use your QR code, and you deposit it. Now it says maximum $500. The maximum you can put into Kraken in one day is $7,500. So you could do, let's see, 7,500 is going to be, how many? 2 would be 1,000. So that's 15 transactions of $500 at once. When you do it through Canada Post charges you $3.95, and then Kraken will charge you $125 plus 0.25% of the amount going in. So I lost $3.95 in fees, or not, I made it $100 and $3.95, so that I sent over $100. And when we look at the account, right, let's go back to funding. I just click on it right here. So the total amount that I have is $98.50. So I lost $1.50 in Kraken, if that makes, in fees, or 1.5%, right? Which makes sense. That 125 plus the 0.25. You guys have any questions so far? Trying to make it super easy so you understand what's going on. No questions? All right, awesome. So now let's go to buy our cryptocurrency, right? I have it here and I'm ready to trade. Well, when we go to the market, we can see, all right, USD, Euro market, XBT, that's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum. So what I did initially was I initially transferred over my Ethereum that I had from 2017. I transferred it over, and then I exchanged that into Ripple. Since we have CAD, I'll click on CAD right here, and aha, here's CAD XRP, right? So we click on that, but you know what? I want to have a better picture. So right now I know that the market that I'm looking at is XRP CAD. So I click on this little graph up here on the upper right, and that's okay. That's going to open up the actual trading. Okay, I'll allow. So you go, oh my goodness, Jane, I don't understand anything about charts. It's okay. It's very easy. That's just launching the exchange through the account. So we'll do a trade for you guys live. So when we come at it, make sure that it is the currency exchange that you're looking for, right? XRP to CAD. So this is two currencies. We're going from the fiat currency of CAD to XRP. And here is the one-day chart. I can adjust the chart time right here. Maybe I want to look at 15 minutes. What's going on? Okay, it's going up, right? You can set a limit order right? There's two ways to buy. You have a limit order where you're putting a specific price, or you have a market order. And that's going to be whatever the market is trading at right at the moment. This grouping right here is showing, hey, how many people want to buy at 0.5691. Let's see if I can. It doesn't look like I'm zooming in. Oh, these are the big orders. Ah, I see now. So, hey, there's 11, somebody wants to buy 11,083 coins at 0.56941. All right, this would be the bid side, and this is the ask side for the sellers. Does that make sense? You know what, Michael, I can't really make that, I can't tell you an answer for how much I would put aside for your portfolio in Ripple. I personally am looking to have 10,000 coins by the 22nd of March, actually by the end of the weekend, hopefully. So right now at 8,500 coins myself, and looking at that for at the latest March 22nd. I want to have it before then. All right, so let's get into the orders. So we want to buy, click on the buy. Do we want to do a market order or a limit order? So we see that the spread is going to be the price from the bid to the ask. So the bid price is 0.56940. The ask is 0.57072. So the middle is actually 0.570. All right, so let's put in a limit order. And since I want to buy all of the cash that I put in, I'm going to put 100%. You might not want to put all of that into Ripple, but if you wanted to put 50%, you can put 50%. You have to erase this though. Correction. Let's clear it out. Why won't it let me clear it out? If I click 50%, oh, there we go. It's putting it down here. This is the total amount of funds that I have. So it changes it to 49.25. The charting and level 2 data needs additional subscription with Kraken. No, this comes automatically, Charbel. This comes automatically with it. When I went to up here, when you go to this little chart and then you open up that chart, it brings you here, and if you want to place a trade, it connects it to your account. So there's no additional, that as far as I know of, no additional fees. All right. So I'm going to do 100%. Does this match up? 98.5, 98.5. All right, the mid is 0.57089. So let's we're on limit order, right? Actually, let's do 50%. That way, if I have to do another one, if it gets filled immediately, I can do another one for us. Okay, so 50%, 0.57037. So I'm going to put that, that's the middle, 0.57000, okay? And let's review and buy. Yes, I'm going to buy 50% of my money here at 0.5700. Confirm and buy. All right, now you see there's the limit order that's right there. I'll show you market. So we'll buy half at market just to show you, okay? But that's gonna be 100% because that's the remaining amount. And review and buy, right? So I'm doing a market order. Let's do the review. All right, 49.25, fill quantity, average cost, average slippage, it says 0%, confirm and buy. All right, you see my order was filled right here. We bought 86 at 0.5702. Now it's dropping, oh, look at that. We just bought the other remaining order at 0.57. Okay, so now when I go back and I look over here at my total balance, let's just refresh it because it's still showing the Canadian there. Oh, you know what? I don't have any more in my Canadian dollar, right? But I have it in my Ripple right here. So originally I had 170 and now I have 343, which is a Canadian value of $195. Well, maybe you want to see, I like to look at it as far as US dollars. I'm trying to think of where when we go, I believe it's up here. Settings. Well, in any event, you can change it because I don't want to go into settings and mess around with that right now. You can change the view of it to be US dollars instead of Canadian dollars. All right, so that's a really quick tutorial on that. Now, if you wanted to send it out, for example, you want to send it to your ledger, I would have to turn this on. And I wanted to show you when you get your ledger. So we've gone through how to buy it. Then you need to set up your ledger, right? You're going to get something that has this with it. So you go through the process, you plug this into your computer, USB plugs in. Let me see. Actually, I can plug it in. And it's going to light up, right? And you have to put in your PIN code. So you put in your PIN code, or you create a PIN code actually. It's very user-friendly when you set up your Nano. You simply follow the instructions. And you first set up a PIN code, and then you go through and you fill out your 24 words. Then they're going to ask you to verify them. Now, you can make numerous copies of this recovery phrase, the 24 words, that's your key. Do not keep this with your Nano ledger. Keep it somewhere different, okay? And remember that with your Nano ledger, basically this is like a bank account. Keep this safe and secure and somewhere where it's not going to get destroyed. This gives you access to your crypto. So when I'm all done, I will transfer that to my Nano ledger, and then it's going to be safe and secure. And I am a longer term crypto investor as far as retirement purposes. So I'm not looking to make a quick, easy buck. Oh my goodness, I want to make, $2,000 on Bitcoin over the weekend. You can do that. I find that Bitcoin is better for trading. Meanwhile, I'm looking at that investment. So it depends on your time frame as well. Are you looking to be a short-term trader in the crypto world or a long-term investor? I'm taking the viewpoint of the long-term investor. All right. So do you guys have any questions about the process of setting up your account, verifying your account, funding your account, buying crypto, and then moving it over? Let me show you actually moving it over. So how you would do that. Can you put out multiple USB thumb drives? I do not think that you can put them on multiple. Now what you could do is you could split it up, right? Old Salt Trading, you could split it up. Only the key is stored in the device. Correct. The coins are on the ledger with Nano. So Nano has their online ledger. Do you reside in the US or Canada to access Kraken? Yes, Dave, I reside in Canada, in Montreal. So I don't know all the countries. You want to make backups of the USB. I'm not sure that you can. Old Salt Trading, you can obviously make plenty of copies of the key itself. But you cannot make copies of the little tiny ledger, Nano ledger that I believe. You can access it at any time though, I believe. All right, so here, you want to withdraw, you set up, hey, actually I already have it set up right there. I can set up my minimum to transfer is 25 Ripple, right? So you don't have to get into, remember we were looking at the minimum to transfer dollar-wise amount is $20 Canadian. You could dollar cost average in. What does that mean? You can put in $50 a week, $25 a week, you transfer it over. Given that the fees are a little high, you're paying $4 from Canada Post, maybe you do it once a month. Potentially, it's up to you, of course. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just trying to help you guys figure it out because I know that I have a lot of friends that are interested, but they don't know how to do it. So The minimum you can transfer over is $20, up to $7,500 with Canada Post. Had a little blank there. And then minimum you can take out at a time is 25. Maximum is the maximum amount you have in your account at that moment. So I have been setting mine aside on the ledger so that it is not in here, because I went through an awful time where I thought that I'd lost my crypto from 2017, but it was just growing quietly in the background. They just went through a transfer. Okay, so why am I interested in Ripple? Let's get to that. Let's see. This is happening at, trying to see the time. I'll go through and bookmark everything. So XRP will be a world reserve currency. So this is right into your question, Mickey. How long do I see it rallying? I see that we went from record players to cassette tapes to CDs and then MP3s, and now pretty much streaming music completely. So I think that this is going to stay around. Personally, I think there's going to be, oh, thanks, that's it. I think that this is really going to be where we go for the financial system for the world, that we will likely be dealing with digital fiat currencies and digital cryptocurrencies as well. Now, this article is old, so don't bash on me for choosing an old article, but this really talks about how, hey, back in 2019, the US government is now more than 22 trillion. This was before COVID, of course. And that when Ripple and XRP are considered different. So Ripple is the company, XRP is the crypto. So XRP is perfectly positioned to serve as a world reserve currency. It can be held in significant quantities for foreign exchange, or you can hold as little as 25 coins, right? And they set it up with 100 trillion coins, a finite amount. And they set it up to have enough liquidity to be able to absorb the currencies around the world, if that makes sense. And they set it up with a $10,000 valuation. That's how they originally created it, to replace both institutional and financial retail systems in every market around the world. So this is why I personally am looking at it. It might not be for everybody. This is my viewpoint, right? That they founded it, Ripple Labs, in 2017, and it must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. The difference between Bitcoin and XRP. Bitcoin has 21 million coins. All right, I'm going to show you another website here, Coin Market Cap. Go right here. All right, Coin Market Cap shows you the top coins based on the market cap valuation, right? So Bitcoin is number one, right? How many coins do they have? When we look at the percentage issued out of the overall supply, it's 88% issued. So there's only 21 million coins for 7.5 billion people. Does that seem logistical? No. Then we have Ethereum too. And Ethereum is constantly being mined. So this is one that could play out as being a leader. Then we have the Binance coin. That was a coin that they created for their exchange. US Tether coin, Cardano, and Polkadot I've never heard about until recently. But it's making its move. And it looks like this one also is constantly being mined. What does mining mean? Mining means that in order to generate more coins, a supercomputer has to go through all of the processes of doing these special algorithmic coding to create the coins. And then we come to Ripple, right? Ripple has 45 billion of 100 billion issued out so far. And if you think back to Bitcoin, Bitcoin was really low. If we look back at 2005, it was roughly $300 a coin. Then it dropped down to $198, and then it shot up. Why? It became a form of payment, right? People started to adopt it. And once, same thing with Ethereum. Then it was adopted. Binance Coin has been a form of adoption. So once they go through these adoption processes, it comes down to supply and demand, right? If there's not really demand for it, it's going to be fairly low, right? People are buying the Ripple coins as they become interested in it. And when we look at the chart over here, let's go to a daily chart for Kraken, for Ripple. So we can see that, hey, it's been somewhat constant. It did go from 90 cents down to 30 cents, and this is the end of 2018. And then it came back down to 30 cents. Then it shot up in February of 2021, came back. But overall, when we draw, let's see. I haven't really drawn it. Nope, that's not what I want to draw. I want to draw a trend line. Oh, here we go, over here. I'm not the master on Kraken for drawing, but you can see that ever since 2021, in the beginning of the year, it's been slowly on an uprise, right? As long as it stays, this is Canadian. Hold on. So this is how you get to the different exchanges. So we look for XRP, or you can type it in, XRP. Aha. And I like to look at it with the US dollar, because that's the way my brain works, is with the US dollar. So when we look at it, I already have some drawings here. Hey, we have been, again, rising up since end of January, down at 20 cents, came up, and now we're pulling back down. These are hike and ashing candlesticks, so green to the upside, red to the downside. And we're holding above the, I don't remember which moving average this is because it came automatically with the program. It's just sort of going sideways between 20 cents and 65 cents up here. Right there, 66 cents. And there hasn't been a full adoption yet. Once there's an adoption of this as a form of payment, which in fact, hold on, over here on Twitter, let's go here to my profile. I just posted it that, hey, oh my goodness, the Japanese financial giant SBI Group is offering the shareholders year-end benefits with XRP. There's another one that Credit Suisse, no, that's not it. There's one about Canada, Bank of Canada as well, that has, here we moved 50 million through XRP in 3 seconds. XRP is partnering with Mobile Money. They have partnerships literally happening every single day. And so seeing that the adoption process is in the works, that there's also the Bank of France that is also adopting potentially Ripple for all of Europe. So slowly but surely, this is going into the adoption process. Before Bitcoin started to see all of these payments happening on it, it was lower, right? And then people said, hey, we're going to start taking Bitcoin for the form of payment. And this is really interesting. Check out this one. Why Bill Gates feels like Bitcoin is bad, right? I was really amazed to see this. A recent study from Cambridge University indicated that Bitcoin uses more electricity per year than Argentina or Norway. Ripple was set up to always be a green network, not to be draining on the system. However, Bitcoin and Ethereum, that mining process for the computers, is a big draw on electricity. So Ripple helps to be more efficient in not only the speed of transactions securely around the world for currencies, but also in the green energy space. So it's solving all these problems. Plus, it's basically updating the SWIFT wire transfer system around the world that's been in place since I'd say about the 1960s. So that is why I am personally looking at Ripple as a longer term investment, because this is still in the super, in my opinion, Ripple is still in the super early adoption phase and has potential to grow to maybe 250, 1,000, 10,000 as they had set it up for. But if you were to think about it, here, let me go back and I'm going to do a little calculation over here. So if, let me get my little drawing tool. I wish I knew how to use the whiteboard aspect on my streaming, which I don't know how to use. Okay, so if, for example, we're going to use US dollar valuation because that's the way my brain thinks, you bought 1,000 coins at 400 or 46 cents right now, right? That would be roughly $460 US. Do I have you guys? Everyone, yes? Do you guys understand that? $460 for 1,000 coins. So let's say that XRP now goes to 1,000. Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate that. I just want to make sure everyone's paying attention. Okay, XRP goes up to 1,000. Right? Good? All right, I got you. So then we have 1,000 XRP. Oops. Not one. Let's do this properly. 1,000 XRP times the new price at, there we go, little at sign, $1,000. Do you guys know the answer? What's the answer over here? Who's going to be the first one to give me the answer? For a potential $460, I'm just going to sit on this and potentially see this grow in my retirement account as diversification. What's the answer? You guys can cheat. You can use Google. You can use a calculator. I'm going to let you guys answer. Don't be shy. Come on. Alt Salt Trading, do you have the answer? Mike, do you have the answer? Mickey? Charbel? Goat Liver knows. Yes. So it goes to 1 million. Now, I'm not saying that this is something that I anticipate to happen like this. Let's look at TradingView. You're counting, right? When we look at TradingView, we're going to go and look at the process that we saw for TradingView for Bitcoin, which Bitcoin has been moving up today. We've got it over here. So this is a 24-hour chart, right? Let's go to a weekly chart. All right, for a long time, from December of 2014 until April of 2017, it just sort of flatlined. And then once that interest and adoption came into place, the news picked it up. It became more mainstream. Look at how this growth happened, right? It grew from down at $300 to now $59,000. This obviously has lower in supply. I did mention that before. It has lower in supply. So is this something that when we look at Ripple, it had a crazy spike back in 2017. They were established in May of 2017. Slow adoption process. Look at how the interest picked up and it shot up. Well, then now we're slowly coming back. One of the big things in trading that you want to pay attention to is when you start to see the volume increase. Look at how much more volume there is now. Let's look back at the Bitcoin chart. So you guys can also see the volume interest at the bottom. What do you notice? Hey, when the volume came in, it shot up. It's going down. Okay, the price goes down. A little bit more when it bottomed out down here. Right, it bottomed out, more interest came in. And then the interest picked up. Oh, we had another run up. Big selling. All right, it started to drop down. Hey, big volume at the bottom. You know what, Mickey? It is having issues with the SEC. However, it's still out there in the world for other people to trade with. And the SEC, I believe, from what I've been doing my research online, is that they have put it on the courts of New York to say whether or not it's a security, not them. So they've taken the onus off of themselves. Jane, can we transfer XRP from the ledger to any exchange house independently from the exchange house used to make the initial purchase? So, Charbel, you're asking if I transfer it from my, say, Kraken to the ledger, can I exchange it back to anyone? As far as I know, yes. You're just sending it. It's like an email address, right? It gives you an address to transfer it to, and then you deposit it. Right? So when we look at this, we see, hey, all of this volume, maybe Ripple is coming into this phase. Maybe we're in this phase back here. It's already been set up as a currency, Michael. That's the thing. It's kind of like smoke and mirrors too. Hey, if the Fed why are they just randomly checking up on it now? It's been around for 4 years. Could it be that they are looking for adoption? And that's why, look at how we had big volume pretty much at the bottom. And now, hey, it's dropping off right now. In the US, it's very hard. Again, it was, let's go back to that right here. Oh yeah, also, anybody that has Alexa, ask your Alexa when Ripple will be bigger than Bitcoin. I want you guys to do that. Oh, I had a scammer too, so be careful. If you see somebody emailing you or messaging you on Twitter spelled like this, it's not me. So here we go for people. Uphold and bittrue still have it accessible in the US. But if the US is a large amount that's trading it, that could be why the volume is dropping off. The SEC could be checking into it because they're interested in it. They want to adopt it. Or they might want to take it over, right? Yeah, there's always smoke and mirrors, things that are happening. And you could potentially buy it and leave the country and immigrate somewhere else. I'm not saying to do that. Everything is up to your decision making. But this is what I am looking at. That when we come back to that equation again, if you had 1,000 coins at 46 cents today, that's 460 USD, then if or when it becomes adopted and it shoots to 1,000, that could be 1 million USD. Trading is all about risk management. And I'm willing to put aside $450 to potentially make 1 million personally. That's my own personal choice. This is the way I look at the risk to reward. And that's why I'm doing this, is because of all the research I've been doing lately about Ripple. It's piqued my attention, and I'm looking to do this and would like to educate others. Even if you don't want to get into Ripple, you guys know now how to buy cryptocurrency. It's fairly easy. I know it's a lot of learning curve in the beginning, but it's fairly easy to make it happen. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up for today. If you all ever have any questions, you can reach out to me on all of the social media things right below, or you can shoot me an email at jane@cjanetrade. So have an amazing rest of your Saturday. Reach out if you need any help. I hope this really helped some people. Put in the comments below if it helped you. I hope to see everybody be a millionaire with a very small investment of about $450 of USD. All right, guys. Carpe profit. Seize those profits. One trade.